Okay, tubers, this is a different kind of video for me. It's a rescue video. Lady from our farmer's market has a brother. They both own farms, and he got a greenhouse from Grower Solution on a government program, I believe. So it was either partially funded or something anyway. And he paid somebody to come out and install it. And what you can see with this is an end wall cover. It's a roll-up end wall. Things got just left aside and destroyed. But this is what he has standing, and it's got to come down, almost all of it. They're supposed to be on 7-foot centers, and I haven't found one that's really on 7-foot centers except for the very first one. Maybe a couple of these, I'm gonna measure them out, but that one's about 4 feet right there. This one's about 8. So anyway, or that one is, one of them is. We got to get this squared away for this guy so he can start using this thing, and it's got to be inspected. And I don't even know what kind of condition his plastic's in, because I'm sure it's stretched out from the water sitting in it. But we got to get this thing taken apart, and we're going to put it back together again. We will call this the Humpty Dumpty greenhouse. Stay tuned. All right, day one. Well, it's really day one of work. I get all the plastic down and got all the water off of it. And I have marked 7-foot centers on both sides of this wood. I'm just gonna leave the wood intact and use it for my guide. And then I'm gonna drop it down on the ground, pull up all these stakes except for those first two. And this is only 55 feet long too, so it's gotta come out another foot. And I'm gonna have to check it for square as well tomorrow. I gotta get all of these ribs loose. I'm gonna get a driver that'll take that size nut off, because I'm gonna have to take them all off and start over. All right, I've taken all the bolts loose. Center purlin is disconnected, and I am taking each rib down one at a time. That's where I am, day two. All right, you can see I kept the only hoop that was right, which was the very first one. It's the right distance apart. Nothing else was right all the way down, so we're gonna have to redo the whole thing. I think we probably got it just in nick of time before it all got bent up the wrong way, but I'm gonna need Tech screws in every one of these joints. All right, this is me doing what I do best. Yeah, and it's not building greenhouses, though I've done quite a few of these. I do okay, but I am terrible at documenting what I do. I just get out here and start working, forget all about you guys. But anyway, I have squared this whole frame up. I took every ground post out and reset them and squared it up. It's 56 long and 28 wide, which if you do the Pythagorean theory, it makes it 62.5 from corner to corner, and that keeps it square. Anyway, now I'm going through and putting all these ribs back together, and I'm actually using something that the other guy didn't use, one of my favorite things, little Tech screws, to actually hold them together and keep them straight, because these things were going like wobbling all the way through there. It was all jacked up. There was nothing right about this thing. But anyway, we're getting it right. Darlene's on the way to help me stand these up. I was going to try and do it with the front end loader. It's just not tall enough. But anyway, we'll show you what we got when we stand it up. All right, I've got them all laid out. Hopefully they're not too wobbly. Had a lot of weight on it when that plastic was full of water, so some of them are a little bent, but I think that's gonna be all right. Remember I told you what I do best is, I forget to update you guys. I'll tell you what I do most. She's gonna kill me for saying this, is waiting on Darlene. I'm just gonna lay down here and take a nap till she gets here. All right, tubers, we're back at Willie's farm, and I don't know where I really left off. Was waiting for Darlene to get here. She got here, we stood all these up. They were all cattywampus and everything because I didn't have anything, I didn't bolt anything down. I had to raise and lower it all to even it all up, kind of make it nice and straight. He has a few hoops that are a little bowed from where it had the weight from that water on it, but I think we're gonna be okay. But it is all leveled out now, and I'm starting to put the sidewall bracing up for the sidewall curtains. I'm gonna go ahead and put those down both sides and put the center purlin in. That's just a little update. All right, I am basically ready for some plastic. I gotta get the baseboards first. He's gotta go buy those. Get some plastic on this joker, trim that center purlin off. And he's missing a couple bolts. I may have some I'll bring them. For the clamp up there, he's got to bring 2 more 10-foot boards to connect those 2 sides. I don't think an 8-foot's going to be long enough. But anyway, we're getting close. Okay, told you I do this really well. I have not been documenting what I've been doing, but I'm gonna try and catch you up. I've got baseboards done, sideboards done for the roll-up curtains, and I've put the channel, the water channel, all the way down the top, and he's missing some. They got tore up with the bush hog, but anyway, he's gonna have to get like 4 or 5 pieces. Well, I'll show you what I did. Okay, pardon the noise behind me. I completely ran it all the way across the top because that's going to be covered up. And then down here I went every other one, and you can see what happened to some of his channel. It's pretty banged up. I fixed some of it, but some of it's just not able to be fixed. I straightened it. But anyway, I went every other one, and I'm doing the same thing over there. To finish the side and at least get the the plastic on here tomorrow. Anyway, that's where we are. Okay, I finished the side baseboards over here, and I've dug a couple holes and put some 4x4 by 16 foot posts in. They are level, and they're right against the end wall purlin. And what we've got here is I've got a weed attacking me. Anyway, there's so many weird bugs out here in Tennessee. You gotta make sure it's not some kind of critter trying to eat you. But anyway, the inside dimension is 20 feet from inside to inside, and I have to go up 10 feet and put my header to go across. And that is going to be done with, it's supposed to be 4x4 posts, but since I'm doing this myself, I'm going to use 2x4s and double it, and put them up there one at a time, then nail them together. It'll be a lot easier for me. So anyway, then I got to do the same thing on the other side, but I can't find his other 4x4 post. There's one over there. Anyway, I have to finish this end wall before I can put that plastic on. That's where we're at. All right, this is what I'm done with. Tonight, we'll start back tomorrow and finish that in. These are roll-up end walls, y'all. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that. These things will roll up 10 feet on both sides. And I think he's gonna wanna put roll-up side curtains, but he did not purchase that as part of his greenhouse, but we talked about it and he's probably gonna want that. So he's gonna have all kinds of ventilation in here. And he'll be able to drive his tractor in and out. It's pretty nice. As long as you don't have to heat it, it's pretty nice. Or build it. Yeah. These instructions are pitiful. This is a FarmTek GrowSpan high tunnel. It's a 28 by 56. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, if you've never built a greenhouse before, you might not want to start with this one. Just saying. All right, tubers, a little update on the greenhouse over here. I've been working on it pretty steady. Haven't been giving you play-by-play stuff, but I am giving you some updates along the way. This is the rescue mission for a friend of mine that we market with at the farmer's market. Her name's Annette. Her brother was taken advantage of, and this is a rescue mission. He paid somebody a lot of money to build a greenhouse for him, and they just didn't do it. They really didn't try, to be honest with you. But anyway, here we are. This is different than anything I've ever done before. This is a roll-up end wall. And sorry, there was a fly on my finger. This is a roll-up end wall, and it's attached at the top by a 20-foot header, and the posts are 16 feet each, and it goes up 10 feet. So that's going to be cool. It's on both sides. This is side one. All I've done, let me just turn this around here, see if I can get this switched around. And it's got some neoprene washers and some wood screws holding it at the top. And there'll be guideposts on each side, and the roll-up structure will sit in that pocket, and it'll roll up and down between the 4x4 and some guideposts. Still got to fix all that. All right, I was hoping to finish this tonight, but it's just not going to happen. And it's going to rain tomorrow, so that's not going to happen tomorrow either. So anyway, tomorrow is Halloween, and I got grandkids I got to spend time with anyway. So this will be maybe Saturday. Anyway, this was not an easy chore, y'all. If you've never done it before, that's not easy. Instructions, well, greenhouse manufacturers and architects are terrible at writing instructions. Horrible. So if you don't know what you're doing, if you can't figure it out, you're in trouble. Anyway, this thing does roll up. You can see it's rolled up there. These side panels, they're clipped on with these little fabric clips every so often. And then I'll put wire channel for wiggle wire all the way up and over the top on this end. And it's going to attach at the bottom. It does not get it on the side. I called and we got the order for Willie, and he did not have roll-up side curtains, so that was a mistake. So I went home and got some conduit to help finish his stuff up, because some of his conduit is shoved into these poles. Don't ask. His help failed him. So anyway, that one's about ready. All I gotta do is put the roll up. Well, I'll just show you. Obviously this side went a lot quicker since I already knew what I was doing. It is all done. I got the guide posts installed for the roll up. All I gotta do is put the bar in, the handle, and I gotta finish fabric on this side, the top, and that side over there, which shouldn't take me long. Now, once I'm done with that, I'll stretch that plastic and we're gonna call it a greenhouse. Till next time. All right, tubers. I have no idea what day it is. Building day anyway. It's Saturday the 2nd, I believe, of November. And I'm going to finish this today. Just show you where I am. I have completed this end wall and I'm working on this one over here, the back one, and the roll-up ends. And I'll show you where I am and what I'm planning to do. Okay, all that's remaining for this greenhouse is to do the two side, I guess the quarter panels is what they would call them. On the side of the roll-up door, I just finished the top and a little section right above the header. I've covered that. I'm getting ready to cover these ends. Then I'll go back through and put screws every foot along that wire channel. I have to put wire channel up around the end walls, the last bow of the end wall, and then pull the plastic over and secure it with the wire channel. So that's where I am. I'll show you what it looks like when I get these two end wall or panels done, and then we'll start working on the stretching this plastic and getting the wire channel in. Okay, I am through. Rescue mission accomplished. The roll-up curtain door is done, although it does seem to hang a little crooked there. I guess when I rolled it up, I got too much fabric on this end when I first started, but it was straight earlier. She's done. All right, these are 7-foot spans of 7-foot sections between each of the arches. And what that calls for is I don't know if you can see that up there or not, there's rope that crosses, that pulls the slack out of each one of these things. And anyway, I don't think that's the best way to do it, but the greenhouse manufacturer does, so that's what we did. This is the FarmTek GrowSpan with 2 roll-up doors, 28 by 56. Sticking a fork in this one. Rescue mission accomplished. Y'all go play in some dirt, and we'll see you next time. God bless.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, so first he lets me in the gate. He says he has to shut the gate because of the cows to get out. Okay, and then he talks about the coyotes. What?
The coyotes that run up and down through here freaking the bulls out. And they try and get out of the pen. They get out every now and then, and I gotta chase them back in the pen. Come on. Hey, let's just get this done.
What?
Watch out, I lost some of my hair here.
That's not your hair. He's so crazy. He said he lost some of his hair.
Come here.
Okay. Go. You crack me up. Is that the best place to cross over here?
Yes, just come on in.
Oh. Whoa.
And you can have these.
Okay, oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, because I forgot to bring gloves.
Well, you can have mine.
What the heck was I thinking? Okay, all right, well, I'll let you guys go.
I just told them one of the best things I do is not necessarily building greenhouses, but I do a pretty good job of that. But because I built a bunch of them. The best thing I do is I forget to document everything for these guys. And the thing I do most is I wait for you. So come on.
Hey, are there really coyotes that run around down here? Okay.
Don't worry.